Now we're going to show you how to plug in and how to use the brush attachment. This is the brush handpiece. The brushes click into this part of the attachment. This is your electrical connection. This socket needs to be plugged in underneath the accessory tray. Once again, you will find a connection port marked brush. Let's plug that in now. Once you've plugged that in, you can fit the brush handpiece into its position on the front of the accessory tray. Now we'll show you how to operate the brush. To operate the brush unit, first of all, select the brush handpiece, which you've already plugged in. You have 5 attachments or 5 different types of brushes with the brush machine. You have the small bristle brush, which is for getting around small areas, for example around the nose or around the crease of the chin. You have the regular bristle brush for treating the other areas of the face as well as areas of the body. You have the sponge or the foam brush. This is an excellent one to use for anybody with very sensitive or delicate skin. It's very, very gentle on the skin and non-stimulating. The pumice attachment is an extremely hard plaster attachment. This generally doesn't tend to be used very much on the face, but some people do like to use it for body treatments. If you do like to use it on the face, you could use it for buffing off a gommage style peel. And the rubber is a slightly squashy, not too hard attachment. This one could also be used for buffing off a gommage peel or for body treatment areas. Simply select whichever brush you'd like to use and attach it into the handpiece of the brush machine. The brush will click into place. Now to turn it on, first of all, make sure that the machine is actually turned on the switch down the side of the unit. Then you must turn the switch on the upper left-hand area of the face. You must turn it into the downwards position or the CPU position. The CPU position operates all of the functions located on the front panel of the unit. Once you've turned that into the CPU position, you must also come down to the bottom left-hand corner and press the power button. A red indicator light will come on, showing that you now have power to all of the central unit and the functions of the control panel. Now you need to go to the brush control located on the right hand side of the panel. Simply press where it says brush and you will notice that straight away it will come on at a level 2. If you want to adjust between the level and the timer, you simply need to press the timer button here. You can see that it's coming on at 20 minutes. If you would like to adjust the time down to say 10 minutes, simply use the down arrow button or the up arrow button and adjust the time as required. Once you've selected the time that you would like to operate the brush for, press the button again and that will take you back to the intensity. Now to actually start the brush, first of all you must make sure that the switch on the handpiece of the brush is switched into either the downwards or the upwards position. And you will notice that when it's switched downwards, the brush rotates one direction. When you switch the switch to the middle position, the brush function stops. And when you click the switch into the uppermost position, the brush rotates in the opposite direction. Simply choose whichever feels most comfortable in your hand. Once the brush is actually working, if you would like to adjust the intensity, you go back to the panel and use the up or down arrow buttons accordingly to adjust the function as desired. We normally suggest that level 2 or maybe level 3 would be appropriate for most clients. However, you can adjust this based on your own likes and dislikes and the comfort level of your client. Please note that while the function is working, every minute that ticks away on the timer panel will actually very briefly flash back and show you how many minutes you have left. So don't think that it's a malfunction of the machine. It's actually indicating to you that you've lost 1 minute and now you're down to 9 minutes, and then it will flash again when you get down to 8 minutes. So each time 1 minute goes, you will notice the numbers on the screen change very, very briefly, and then it will go back to the intensity while you're working. To turn the brush function off, you can switch the brush off from the switch on the handpiece. Turn it to the middle position if you like. If you've finished operating the machine for now, you can turn the power button off down there, but that's not really necessary if you want to continue to use other functions. For cleaning of the brush machine and the brush attachments, once again, please refer to the manual.